Well, the Senate is set to send messages to President Tinubu on the seating of the 10th Senate. Now, the decision was to inform him of the election of Senator Godswill Akpabio as President of the Senate and Senator Jibrin Barayu as the Deputy President. Now, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, explained that the communication was important to inform the President that the Senate is ready to receive executive communications. The Senate also resolved to write to international parliamentary bodies on the assembly of the 10th Senate, as well as write a congratulatory message to the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives on their election. Meanwhile, the Senate set up a committee to look into the welfare of members with Senator Issa Jibrin as chairman. The Red Chamber has adjourned plenary to 4th of July, 2023. Joining me to let us into what's going on at the Senate right now, at the House of Assembly, we have a VOP correspondent, Medina Sambo. Good morning to you, Medina. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yesterday at the National Assembly, it was a quick sitting. First, when they got to this chamber, they had an executive session for like 3 hours, deliberating on what the welfare of the legislators are going to be for the session. And afterwards, they opened the executive session whereby the media were allowed to, see what happened. Then that was the first sitting of the new Senate president that was elected. That was his first plenary sitting, and he went to closed-door session. Afterwards, he announced what was discussed at the closed session, and he said they were going to write letters to Mr. President that their activities has commenced, and also to congratulate the Abbas Yusuf, the new speaker, and also to write to international parliament about their sitting, that the 10th National Assembly has commenced.
Okay.
And afterwards, they went on a break. They said they were going to go on a break. Before then, they set up a committee, welfare committee headed by Senator Jibril Issa. Said the committee is going to look into the sitting arrangement at the Chamber of Legislators, also going to look into their welfare as to what to be given their allowances and the rest of them, the sitting arrangements and the rest are for the legislators coming. Because right now they don't have offices of their own. Now they don't have offices, so they're going to distribute the office for the legislators. By the time they resume, each legislators will be having their own offices. The committee will put in place, we put offices for each legislators, and they will be coming into their offices directly. I think that was what actually happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
Assembly. And again, later on, the Mr. President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, suspended indefinitely the EFCC chairman, Barra.
Yes.
And he was afterwards, the DSS now heading for questioning later in the evening. I think with that software at Abuja, the environment is very quiet and cool, but a lot of people actually welcome the development of the suspension of the EFCC chairman.
All right, when you say people welcomed the developments, was it something that people were craving, or?
I think they were actually craving for that suspension. Before then, last week precisely, the CBN governor was suspended, and a lot of applauded that suspension as well.
Now, going forward, should we expect more suspensions like this?
I think so. There should be more suspensions. The rumor that went on again this week was that the NNPC chairman was suspended, but later on they debunked that rumor that the Mali was not yet suspended. But later on we are hearing that maybe is in the pipeline, the suspension. So a lot of suspensions is coming up by this new administration.
All right, then. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Thank you very much, Medina Sambo, reporting from
You're welcome.
Abuja. All right. Well, that's. We'll take a little breather now. When we come back, we'll be speaking to another guest on the show today. So stay with us.